This is Pastor Roger L. Green Sr., pastor of the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. We're welcoming you to our worship services on Sunday morning. Sunday school begin at 8 a.m. Worship services begin at 9 a.m. Come and grow with us, a place of faith, family, and fellowship. We would love to have you. Come see us Sunday morning. We'll see you there. Be blessed.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.
Gonna try this again, and for our audience out there, I'm gonna blame Dr. Hudson on it since she's but it was strictly me. We were here kind of running a little late because of our coverage of the air park and then in a hurry, so I apologize. But anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk on UrbanCast. Tonight we're talking about celebration, but I think the story behind the celebration may be even a little bit more important. For 60 years, members of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity and Zeta Phi Beta Sorority have been serving right here in Central Louisiana. That service has touched education, scholarship, local schools, family, mental health, autism awareness, men's health, military appreciation, and other needs throughout our community. And now 2 local chapters are preparing to mark that milestone with an evening called Fascinators and Fedoras, the 60th Anniversary Soiree. It's happening Saturday, September 19th at 7 p.m. at the Alexandria Convention Hall. But tonight, before we talk about what people are going to wear, where they're going to get tickets, and what to expect that evening, I want to talk about these 60 years that made the celebration possible. Joining me tonight are Dr. Shelia Hudson and Kevin President of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Zeta Phi Zeta Chapter, and Kevin Simmons, President of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Delta Chi Sigma Chapter. Dr. Hudson, Kevin, welcome to Let's Talk. Before we begin, I need to make sure that I say thank you to our silver sponsor, Acadian Ambulance, and we're going to jump right into it. So 60 years, that's where I want to start. What does that mean to each of you?
Well, just for me personally, my chapter and my fraternity is built on service, brotherhood, and scholarship. And me personally, that sits well with the way I was raised. So being in a city like Alexandria, the Pineville area, it brings more family to me than it would be for any other area in Louisiana. So I think the way we exemplify how much service we give to the community and how much brotherhood we can bring together outside of our letters is just more of our community outreach and our way to say it's okay, we're here with you and we're here to help you. I think it sits well and it burns the fire in me to keep going, to keep doing it for the community.
Dr. Hudson?
And for me, turning 60 is a milestone because for organizations to last for a few years, that's great. But for an organization that is built on service, scholarship, and sisterhood and finer womanhood like Zeta Phi Beta, it's something to be proud of. We're already proud of the fact that we are trailblazing women and we are not afraid to step in our own truth to make history, but to bring that milestone of making history with being the first, not just on a national level, but also here locally in Central Louisiana, that's huge to me. And so it makes me even more proud to wear the letters of Z5B, but at the same time to say that we are 60 years old. And I'm just going to say, we look real good for 60. We look real good for 60. No Botox here or nothing, but it really just makes you, it's a great day to be finer is what we call it. And to be 60 years in Central Louisiana of bringing service to the community and being fortunate and blessed to where hopefully we'll see another 6 years is something we're really proud of as the ladies of Zeta Phi Zeta Chapter.
And another question to both of you guys, pledging, did y'all ever think that, you guys would be sitting, when you were on that line pledging, did y'all ever think that, hey, I'll be here sitting at that 60th year party? Or the only thing you were thinking about was
Well, we don't call it pledging anymore. We call it intake. We call it
okay.
That's changed greatly from in the past. But honest and truly, I mean, it's an honor and a privilege that both of us were selected to be a part of such great organizations and to sit in the seat of being the chapter presidents. It's an additional honor and privilege, at least for me. But what I have said, okay, I'm gonna be here 6. No, probably.
I hear you. Now take us back a little bit. What's the story of these two chapters and their history here in Central Louisiana?
Well, for us as a fraternity, there was a lot of educational needs in the area. So when our chapter was founded, most of our brothers spent a lot of time giving back to the community on the education side. We had a lot of educators in our chapter, and that was key for us. So as we went forward, we got more brothers in, and then we started building into the service and more of the brotherhood, bringing everybody together, and it just grew from there. Like now we at 60, and we're still churning.
I hear you.
Yes.
Yeah. And for us, we of course, as you know, Zeta Phi Beta was established January 16, 1920. But for us, we were chartered in Central Louisiana on February 19th, 1966 by 7 women who wanted to bring those principles of service and scholarship, sisterhood and final womanhood to the Central Louisiana community, to bring something different to where not only can we help with providing educational opportunities to students to where they can continue their studies, but at the same time, how can we be of service to the community? Let's just face it, Central Louisiana it's evolved and changed, but some of the needs still exist that existed back then. And so it was always about being good stewards and helping other people to be better than we left them before. And we took it one step further by also allowing for opportunities to where we can be mentors to young women. And so we took everything of our organization, we wanted to expand it to the Central Louisiana community. And so we have about 50 women who are, our chapter has grown over the years. We started off with a small number of 7 charter members. We're very fortunate and blessed to have 2 of our charter members that are still alive and well with us today. And we hope that we're making them proud. But to say that we have grown from an organization, our chapter of 12 to a chapter of close to 50 of the hardest working women in Central Louisiana from all different professions of education, healthcare, social work. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I mean, we're very pleased that we are able to let our Zeta light shine here.
And one thing I like to add before we move on, that my sisters are highly educated. Oh my goodness, highly.
Yeah, every time I'm sitting there talking to them, it's Dr. this and Dr. that,
You're right, right.
Dr. this and Dr. that,
Right.
So,
Yes.
I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad.
Right.
I think that's a good thing. So keep pushing.
Yes. Yes.
And the cool thing I think is the other thing is that you guys wear the blue and the white, but one of the things that I observe is when I see the Deltas recommending a Zeta to do a certain thing. I know I've talked to some of the members, and and I was looking for a particular person to come on the show and do something at a particular time, and to see that happen between y'all organizations, I think that's just outstanding. So y'all keep up that work. But when people see Greek letters, they recognize the blue and the white. They may see you at an event. But what do y'all think the general public just don't know and don't understand?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. So, in my opinion, I think the thoughts are from back in the day when the fraternities and sororities were on in colleges, and the biggest thing was, oh, they're pledging.
Oh,
Let's
okay. Yeah.
Can they stomp, or can they do the dances and do the pledging and the paddles? That's, I think they see what they get, what they see on TV and
Mhm.
what they see in those colleges, and they think nowadays they're older and they still do the same thing out in the community. But what I want them to understand is we're more about taking care of the community, being there for the community, and just being a helpful hand. I think that our portray for us to do that to them will be a lot more of an understanding for the community.
Mhm. Okay.
Likewise, with what my fellow brother president said, with us, we're the first and only constitutionally bonded organization. It is written in our both of our constitutions that we are truly brother and sister, and so we work along beside each other. So it's not just always about we have a good time, but we also understand that we are here for the community, and we are both community conscious organizations. And for Zeta, we're especially community conscious, action oriented, and so it's not just about socializing with us. We're about what can we do to better our community. And so we have heavy stances on social action. And it's not just about partying and fellowshipping and kiki ha ha. We're about talking
Right.
to walking the walk with service and also helping other students get to the level that we are right now.
Now you, both of you guys are the president, and what does that mean to be responsible for leading something that existed long before you, hopefully, and will exist long after you guys are here? And I actually can say from the Zeta standpoint, y'all were here before I got here, but just a couple of days though. So, but on a real note, what is that? As presidents, you guys are leading some real interesting organizations with interesting missions that are needed right here today. And what does that mean to you?
For me, it means a lot. I'm in the same room with a bunch of other highly educated brothers who have the same heart to do what's right for the community. And it's amazing to sit in there and listen at all the great ideas and all of the things we can do to contribute to our community. So many, we have to break it down to, all right, we can only do so much for this month because we want to do what's right by them and give the community enough time to see us throughout the year. So it's amazing. To be honest, it's an honor to quite be frank about it.
Yeah, right.
Well, for me, it's very humbling to sit in the seat of president because number one, with our processes, we have to be elected to be the chapter president, and it's a large responsibility. But I particularly love the fact that I'm surrounded by women of all different age groups, generations, from all different walks of life, and I learn something from them each and every single day. And it's kind of like we always say in our organization, when you join, you're going to gain not just sisters, but you're also going to gain mothers, aunties, friends. So these are women who not only, when one of us is going through something, it affects all of us. When one of us has a joyous celebration occur, we're all proud and we poke out our chest. And so we really do carry that bond of sisterhood very deeply. And for me, I try to learn something from everybody because we are a highly intelligent group of women. And it's an honor to actually represent such a prestigious organization. It's a big responsibility that I don't take very lightly at all. But,
Right.
And sometimes it can be a little bit exhausting, but it's an honor and a privilege to know that, I'm representing one of the finest organizations in the D9. And
Yeah, and who are some of the people, organizations, your chapters are reaching that the public may never see? What's that? Some of the stuff you see, like in the case of the Sigmas, the men's health awareness with the Zeta, and in this program, in my mind, because we want to say we're a part of y'all when it comes down to autism and all that kind of good stuff, and. But what are some of the other things that you guys are doing in the community?
Well, for the fraternity side, we actually have a program where we acknowledge Black-owned businesses.
Mm-hmm.
It's called, for us, it's called Bigger Better Business, and it's an initiative, national initiative for us that was established in 1924.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is we support and we spotlight Black-owned businesses. Another thing we have is our youth auxiliary group, and we're the first Black Greek organization to have it. And it's called the Sigma Beta Club, where we build a club, and it's ages from 8 to 18,
Mm-hmm.
and they become junior Sigmas. So we dress them, we show them what life is going to be like once they get of age. A big huge mentorship program that we provide for the kids, and we keep that program going as much as we can in order to grow the youth in the community.
we have similar programs such as that. We have a youth affiliate group um, within Zeta, and we also have where we have Women Who Win, which is more of a national platform. But one of the things, I guess, the most known unknown about Zeta Phi Zeta Chapter is the fact we have our Finer Foundation, which is our nonprofit, to where we will support scholarship initiatives and other service initiatives within the community, so that way we can have a bigger reach um, outside of just our chapter. We also have our elder care initiative, to where we will go to the Summit Nursing Home and we will fellowship with the residents, because some of the residents in the nursing homes, they really don't have anyone to really sit with them and listen to them and love on them because they're older. So we will go in during Christmas and we'll pass out socks with for the residents, and we'll fellowship with them during the holidays. And also we have our Zeta Amici, which are friends of Zetas. So this is a group of women who may not meet the qualifications to become members of Zeta Phi Beta, but they still want to serve along beside us with service and scholarship opportunities. And so they are a very powerful group of women, just like us, that work along beside us. And so we're very pleased to where we have not just youth, but we also have our Amici. We have there's so many initiatives that we have, Jack, you don't have time. I mean, there's something going on almost every single week. But the best way for the public to know what Zeta Phi Zeta has going on is to just look on our Facebook page, because I assure you, we always have something going on where we are helping the community.
Yeah. And in specific, I know in a couple of weeks, True Vine Baptist Church they're going to have a symposium about some of the issues that we're having in the community. I spoke with Deacon Douglas last week, and we had a real interesting conversation, to say the least, about some of the things that we're seeing. Are you guys gearing up in any way where as where you see some of the things that are going into in the community, and you saying, hey, I think we're going to adapt our programming to address X? For example, the crime. I know in the case with you guys over in the Zetas, I know we did an interview with you guys dealing with trafficking a couple of years ago. And so how do y'all how do y'all see some of the issues in the community and say, hey, I think we need to address this?
With the fraternity, we have our director of social actions
Mm-hmm.
attend symposiums like the one you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So our social actions director, he attends those meetings, and
Mm-hmm.
he gets those issues, and we come back to the drawing board, and then we'll peel it out and see which way we can go, whether it's left, right, or stay in the middle. But we try to be with the community as well. Some of those leaders that are in those symposiums, they support us as well, and we get alongside them and try to address those issues as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And on the sorority side, um, we actually have a think tank. In fact, we actually had a group discussion about it during our chapter retreat, which was a few weekends ago. And we identified that there are several things in the community that we can do with regarding mental health, regarding voter registration, which is there's a very big need to get awareness out for the importance of voting. But at the same time, we also look at some other areas that some of the other organizations may not be focusing on, such as bullying in the local schools and how it's becoming a bigger problem. Self-esteem with our young ladies and the importance of getting them to understand when their bodies are changing, and even young men when their bodies are changing. You're going to feel certain things and you're going to want to act in certain ways, but this is a part of growing up. And so we have programs that span from not just social action, but also mental health, physical health, and also just basically paying it forward with also paying appreciation to our military men and women. So we have a wide variety, but it all comes together by us having a conversation and identifying where's the need, where can we be of service, but where can we kind of fill in the gap where some of the other programs are not focusing on that.
Okay. All right. So for those who just joined us or been joining us tonight, we're talking with Dr. Shelia Hudson and Kevin Simmons, presidents of Zeta Phi Beta and Phi Beta Sigma, and we're talking about something significant: 60 years of service right here in Central Louisiana. On Saturday, September the 19th, the chapters are going to have what they are calling Fascinators and Fedoras, their 60th year anniversary. Big time party soiree at the Alexandria Convention Hall. It begins at 7 p.m. It's going to be formal attire for an evening, and it is exactly what the name says. You see them pictures behind me, so they're going to be dressed up all kinds of ways. They're going to be zoot suiting it and all that kind of good stuff. you know, all of this, I know this is a big fun. It's a fundraiser. Y'all gonna have some fun because y'all been doing all of this work. But even so, the funding for this, it will go to support some of y'all's programs, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Correct. Yes.
And that's all of the work that you guys are doing in the community. So let's just go ahead and jump into for the folk that's been waiting. First things are going to be first. Fascinators, and I might be pronouncing that wrong. And fedoras were the first thing. Where did this idea come from?
So what we wanted to do was 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 show our true colors. Of course, we have our blue and white on, but the fascinators and Doras, and it showed. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, it just shows the elegance in our fraternity and sorority. So we
Mhm.
wanted to show how elegant we can be as businessmen and women to the community, and just as give the community a sense of come on and show out and be who you are and celebrate with us as a community.
Okay. All right. You want to add anything to that? Did y'all have a committee meeting and say, hey, we coming up with this thing called Fascinators and Fedoras, or what went down there? So somebody called somebody, because I asked you guys a question: was this something y'all do it at a national level and all that kind of good stuff, and y'all told me no. But so I'm nosy. I want to know how did y'all come up with it?
With the theme of Fascinators and Fedoras.
Uh-huh.
Honest and truly, I'm just gonna be honest. I kind of asked myself the same question, but here's the gist of it. So we know that there are formal events and activities that happen locally in Central Louisiana. And so what we wanted to do was we wanted to make our event a little bit more than just come dressed in your formal attire. We wanted it to be a little bit more of a level up to where the men, of course, you know, men, they're very proud of their fedora hats. And ladies, wear fascinators or other headpieces to really just step it up a notch. So that's the reason why we decided to do fascinators and fedoras, was to make our event not better, but to just make it a little bit different, because we are celebrating a special occasion and a milestone. So we just wanted to make it a little bit different than just a regular gala.
Yeah.
So paint the picture for us. If I walk into the Alexandria Convention Hall on September 19th, what kind of evening am I walking into? Because I know y'all been I know there's a committee probably dealing with the decoration and supplies, food, drinks, all that kind of stuff. So what am I going to see when I walk in that door?
Sis, you got this one, because they don't let us talk. They don't let us talk when it comes to that.
What the crowd will expect is we're going to actually, of course, the attire is formal attire, but at the same time, we're also going to have a saxophonist to open our program and play music. We are going to have a DJ after the celebration, the formal presentation. So we have a little small program where we're going to just do a little brief overview of our chapter's histories, recognize our our charter members that are still with us, kind of show the public like this is what Zeta Phi Beta and Delta Chi Sigma have done, and how they can continue to support us in our initiatives. And then we're going to also have a dinner celebration as well incorporated. So we are going to treat our guests to a nice dinner and dancing. And we're just going to have fun and celebrate over the fact that we have turned 60 years. And hopefully when it's time for us to turn 70, 75 years, we'll get ready and do it all again.
Okay. Is this just for Zetas and Sigmas, or are members of other Greek letter organizations invited in the general public?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Please come.
Please come. So it's open to everybody. All right. All right. Yes. All right. So
yeah, it's open to everybody, and tickets are actually on sale on Eventbrite, and we do have a few tables still available. So if anyone is interested, they are welcome to reach out to us. The phone number is listed on our Facebook page, but you can also go online and purchase tickets for the event on Eventbrite. And we'll sell tickets up until either we sell out and we'll let the public know, or we'll be still purchasing tickets right up into the event. We will not be accepting any money at the door. So that's why we're encouraging everyone to purchase tickets in advance and get ready to have a good time.
Now, I know it's going to be somebody in the background that's still wondering, what can I wear? Can I come in there? Folk need, our HBCUs are sitting there. I need to write an article now about, a lot of them are deciding to say, hey, we want to put uniforms on these college students. I'm trying to figure out how that's going. I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work. But so tell us what that dress attire. Tell us what that dress code is actually going to look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, Shelia, you go ahead and tell us that.
One thing I do just want to also point out is we formal attire, so like formal gowns, nice tuxedos or suits for the men, formal gowns for the women. So that's basically the attire. Of course, we are encouraging hats or fedoras for the men. Fascinators are headdresses for the women, so we can make it classy and just kind of put your own spin on it. And one other thing I did want to also let the general public know too is the fact that we are going to also have some vendors that will be selling different paraphernalia for the D9 organization. So if you are a member of the Divine Nine, or if you know someone that is a member of the Divine Nine, we will have some vendors that will be selling some items. And I'm just very grateful. And these are just some of the things that our committee, which is the Elevate the Bond Committee, where we come together and do joint Zeta and Sigma events, activities, and service initiatives. They've done a really great job of putting this event together, because it came up as, oh, well, we're turning 6 years old. We should celebrate, because, I mean, this is a time for us to celebrate and have fun. And also to make up for the fact we really didn't have much of a celebration back in 2020. Thank you, COVID, for that. But it's a time for us to celebrate. And so I just want to give the Elevate the Bond Committee members a special thank you on behalf of me, because, I mean, they've really worked hard. This was an event, a labor of love, and it's going to be a really, really nice event.
So how are the ladies coming along with these fascinators? I know y'all sharing. I know everybody's getting a new one, either pulling one out of the box that grandma had or something like that. So what's all going on with it?
You know what? I'm going to say this. If you want to see how the ladies are going to come, the best way is to you come to the event yourself. So that way you can kind of see. But we're going to be very classy, very, of course, we're always finer. I mean,
okay.
Finer, but the best way to find out how we're going to wear our fascinators and how the men are going to wear their fedoras is to come on out, Jack. I mean, that's the best way. We can show you better than we can tell you.
Look, okay.
And for the fraternity, our brothers are known as the hat chapter. So they love wearing their hats. They wear hats everywhere. It doesn't matter if we going to a statewide meeting. It doesn't matter if we having a cookout in the backyard. We don't have our hats on. They probably mad at me right now because I don't have my hat on. But we're known for wearing the hat. So the fedoras is going to be on. So let's get it.
So Kevin, if somebody come in there with the wrong type of fedora, what is going to be? Is there such thing as a wrong type?
It's very much so.
Very much so. So if you show up with the wrong kind on, you're gonna this is gonna look funny, huh?
It's a lot. You'll be the only sore thumb in the room.
Yeah, I hear you. I think I'm gonna have to come cover, but I'm gonna come cover. I'm covering. I ain't gonna even try to compete with y'all. I'm not gonna even try to come in there with no white and no fedora on, because I know I'll screw it up. So I'm just gonna come cover and take some pictures. How about that?
That's right. There's no wrong answer. Just come
all
on.
Right. I know, Shelia, you talked about I did have a question in here about the food and anything like that. So it's going to be a program. There's going to be a formal dinner, so you can, expect to have nice food and all that kind of good. Can you give us a hint what that menu going to look like?
We are going to have an elegant chicken dinner with sides as well, and we are saying, the general public is welcome to bring whatever they would like to drink with them, of course. However, just keep in mind, we're encouraging them to have fun, but also be responsible. So let's just say that. But it's going to be a very elegant chicken dinner. And of course, if there's anyone that is vegetarian or they don't eat meat, we do have some, vegetable sides that they can have as well, to where they can also have a good meal.
Okay, all right. Now, I know, Shelia, you talked about the idea that you guys are going to be honoring two of your founding chapter members, right? Kevin, y'all have any brothers that are still with us?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
They're no longer with us.
All right. Well, that's 60 years. That's a lot, and it's a blessing to see that. When the evening is over, what what would make both of you look around and say, this was exactly what we wanted this celebration for?
In my opinion, when I see there's no seats remaining,
Mm-hmm.
that will bring joy to my spirit, because again, that's this community showing love to an organization that loves to give back to the community. So it'll make me feel like, okay, this was a success. And the community loves us and they want to, show us some love.
For me, it will be the community more aware of the work that we are already doing to support them and to basically make our community a lot better. And so if we're always looking for people, of course, to help give towards our fundraising initiatives, our scholarship initiatives, but also just to be more aware of this is who Zeta Phi Zeta Chapter really is. We're more than just women that wear royal blue and white. And so not just seeing the room filled to capacity and everyone having a good time, but also the general public being more aware and also coming up and asking us as members, how can we help? How can we give to continue the work that you are doing in the community and just being of more support. So that's for me the biggest fact. I guess you could say that would be a win in my book.
Okay. Are there any opportunities remaining for businesses or other organizations to support them, y'all's efforts? This upcoming.
Yes, we welcome all support. That door never closes for us. We like to try to bring in all support from any organization. That is tremendous for us if we did have the support. And I think it will help us tremendously, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We're always looking for sponsors. And one of the things as for us, we do always look out for sponsors for some of our initiatives. And because we are a nonprofit with our foundation, of course, if anyone does want to sponsor, for example, our scholarship initiatives, we do have a donor letter that we are welcome to get. So that way, businesses and organizations that want to help us, they can receive bit of a little tax write-off or tax incentive for helping us with initiatives as well. But we're always looking for individuals that are willing to help us with giving, or if there's an organization that exists that we are not aware of, but yet they feel that we can help them with what they bring to the table currently, we're always welcome to see what we can do to help.
Yeah. So where can we get get the tickets again?
So tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. You just have to look at the you just have to look for the name Fascinators and Fedoras, and I'm also going to send you the link, Jack, so that way you can put it in the UrbanCast page. And I just want to point out there, you get a nice, elegant time. The attire is formal. You get an elegant dinner. It is BYOB. So. But at the same time, we encourage everyone to come out, purchase tickets. We still have tickets available for purchase. And we're just hoping that everyone comes out, celebrate with us, have a great time, and really get a chance to fellowship with us. This is a celebration. Even though it's for us, we want the community to come and celebrate with us too.
Okay. All right. So on September the 20th, the Fedoras and the Fascinators go back into the box and all that kind of good stuff. And what do y'all start planning next?
Thomas Ellis Scholarship Banquet. We're always looking for donations for Thomas Ellis Scholarship Banquet. But no, but honestly, that's one of our signature. We have so many signature events, but our next joint signature event would be the Thomas Ellis Scholarship Banquet, where we last year we awarded, I want to say it may have been 16 scholarships for Simmons. 16 scholarships to deserving young men and women in the community. And so we would definitely love the community to help us with awarding more scholarships, but we do have that as our next event that they're welcome to help us out with.
Okay. Anything else before we proceed to get out of here this evening that we didn't cover?
Yes.
Go ahead, Brother Simmons.
I'm sorry. Yes, I would like to add that tables are still available. The price for individual tickets are $60 per person, and the tables are $500 for a table that seats 10 seats at the table. They are still available. Please click on the link on either the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated page, Delta Chi Sigma page, or our Zeta Phi Zeta page, and also on UrbanCast. Please click the link. If there's any questions, feel free to reach out to myself. Uh, I get PMs, DMs all the time in reference to questions that related to this event. That is a great opportunity. If there's any questions, even with the attire, please ask. We'd rather you ask and come than not ask and don't come.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Anything you need to add in that, Dr. Hudson?
No, he summed it up perfect. I was just gonna add out there the cost for tickets and tables, but he always has my back, so he's got it.
All right. All right. All right. 60 years ago, somebody was doing the work that made tonight possible. If members of these chapters gather 60 years from now to celebrate 120 years, what do you guys hope they say about what your generation did with its time? Give both. What would you guys say?
Ooh.
I don't put y'all on the spot. Y'all the president of these organizations, so y'all the spokesperson. So I feel like putting y'all on the spot
Well,
in a good sense, because you guys are
yeah.
doing the work. You know what I mean? And so
Yes, I think with that being said, with us, myself and my sister here, I think our founders, our charter members before us will say these two are elevating our chapters the way we wanted it to be, and then going forward, when we see 60 years from now, because we are going to live that long, sis, we're going to see the chapter presidents in front of us, and we're going to say, great work.
Great work.
Yeah, it's funny you said I actually visited one of our charter members this past weekend who lives in Bunkie, Louisiana. And she honestly did, because I did ask her, and it was no coincidence at all. Just happened to have a random conversation with her. And so she did say that she is pleased with how the chapter is running. And so she made a point to where she said she was going to be present. We also have some of our members in our chapter who also have served within, they may not be charter members, but they've served within the sorority for 50 years and more. So that's a milestone in itself too. We refer them as our crystal doves. So to say that you have been a member of an organization for 50 years, but that's a milestone in itself too. But honestly, she had said that she was very pleased with the sorority and the route that it was going, and just to keep up the great work and continue to make her proud, continue to serve the community, and always keep our Zeta light shining bright.
Okay, that being said, tonight started with an event, but I think we've learned that the bigger story is the service behind the event. And even in having a good time, you guys are planning, is really cloaked in service because that's the objective. And I guess it's okay. It 100% is okay to dress up and go have a good time after sit and did all of the work that you guys have been doing in the community. 60 years means generations of people had to decide that their community was worth showing up for. And now Central Louisiana has an opportunity to celebrate that history while helping the work continue. Dr. Hudson, President Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, and Kevin, President of Phi Beta Sigma here locally. Thank you both for joining us tonight. Again, for Fascinators and Fedoras, the 60th Anniversary Soiree is Saturday, September the 19th at 7 p.m. at the Alexandria Convention Hall, formal attire. And I asked formal attire. I think we've covered that tonight. You're going to have a hat on. You're going to have Fascinators and Fedoras on. So it's going to be a sight to see. You need to have a lot of video for this particular. We definitely want to end the show by saying, Let's Talk is supported by our silver sponsor, Acadian Ambulance. Special thank you to Sadler's Towing, Long Product, Nader International Market, Elegance Beauty Supply, the Threadhead Embroidery, and Uncle Willie's Barbecue. And our newest partner, attorney Derek Johnson. I'm Jack. This is Let's Talk on UrbanCast, the People's Platform. Good night, everybody. Good night. If y'all could just hang in there with me, I'm going to end the stream.
This is Pastor Roger L. Green Sr., pastor of the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. We're welcoming you to our worship services on Sunday morning. Sunday school begin at 8 a.m. Worship services begin at 9 a.m. Come and grow with us, a place of faith, family, and fellowship. We would love to have you. Come see us Sunday morning. We'll see you there. Be blessed.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.